And now it's time for the WION Newsroom. Joining me from the newsroom, Adya Juneja, bringing us all the insights from business. Nikita Singh, bringing us updates from technology. And Athira Shashidharan will get us updates from sports. Let's begin with the business updates. Adya, take it away.
Well, thank you, Shivan. Global markets are absorbing a lot at this point. So let's start with a breakdown of the pressures surrounding stocks and commodities around the world. Oil prices fell after President Trump announced a deal to import up to $2 billion worth of Venezuelan crude, easing near-term supply concerns. US crude settled near $56 a barrel, while Brent slipped below $60. At the same time, industrial metals pulled back after a blistering rally. Copper dropped nearly 3%, retreating from record highs above $13,000 a ton, while nickel also slid. Equities were mixed. The Dow fell nearly 1%, the S&P 500 slipped, but the Nasdaq edged higher, supported by tech strength. Asian stocks are also in retreat after record rallies at the start of this year. But the biggest shockwave for US markets came from a policy shift. US defense stocks stumbled after Trump announced sweeping restrictions on military contractors. He said defense companies will be barred from paying dividends, buying back shares, or paying executives over $5 million until they significantly ramp up weapons production. Trump also revealed plans to raise the US defense budget by up to 50%, arguing that military equipment is not being produced fast enough. The reaction was swift. Shares fell as investors worried about cash flow pressures and executive pay caps. But while others worry, Trump's business empire continues to expand. World Liberty Financial, the crypto venture co-founded by Trump, has applied for a US National Trust Bank charter. If approved, it would allow the firm to expand institutional stablecoin services. Now, the move comes as Washington embraces a more crypto-friendly stance under Trump. US recently signed legislation regulating dollar-backed stablecoins, and several crypto firms are also seeking banking access. World Liberty's USD1 stablecoin already has a market value of about $3.4 billion. Moving on now, China's independent refiners are preparing to replace Venezuelan crude after US actions disrupted shipments. Venezuela slipped below 4% of China's seaborne oil imports last year, while it shipped much of it being discounted heavy crude. With Venezuelan loadings for Asia also halted, refiners are expected to switch to Russian and Iranian oil, which remains plentiful and cheap. Analysts say storage can cover about 75 days of Chinese demand, limiting immediate price pressure. Iranian heavy crude is currently trading at a $10 per barrel discount to Brent, making it most attractive alternative. China can also tap supplies from Canada, Brazil, Iraq and Colombia if needed. And that's a wrap from the world of business. Now for all the tech updates, it's over to you, Nikita.
Well, thanks so much, Adya. First up, Elon Musk's lawsuit challenging OpenAI's shift to a for-profit model can proceed to trial after a US judge ruled there is sufficient evidence for a jury to consider the claims. Now, the US District Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers said OpenAI's leaders may have given assurances that its original non-profit founding structure would remain in place. The trial is scheduled for March. Musk co-founded OpenAI in 2015 but left the organization in 2018 and now runs rival AI company xAI. The lawsuit comes as competition intensifies in the generative artificial intelligence market. Next up, Google and AI startup Character.ai have agreed to settle a lawsuit linking a chatbot to the suicide of a 14-year-old boy in the United States. The case was brought by Florida mother who alleged that her son was encouraged by an AI chatbot shortly before his death. The lawsuit claimed the chatbot, modeled on a character from the television series Game of Thrones, failed to protect the teen from psychological harm. The case is considered one of the first in the US to target AI companies over alleged mental health risks to children. Now, it comes as tech firms face growing scrutiny over the impact of artificial intelligence on young users. And lastly, OpenAI has launched a new ChatGPT health feature aimed at making it easier for users to access and understand personal health information. The new Health tab allows users to ask medical and wellness-related questions, upload medical records, and connect data from wellness apps such as Apple Health and MyFitnessPal. Now, OpenAI said health is already one of the most common use cases for ChatGPT, with more than 230 million people worldwide asking health and wellness questions on the platform each week. OpenAI said access to ChatGPT Health will be expanded gradually and made available to all users on web and iOS in the coming weeks. Well, that's it from the world of tech. Now my colleague Athra would be taking you through some sports updates across the globe. Over to you, Athra.
Thank you so much, Nikita. Here are the top sports stories we're tracking for you at this hour. We'll begin with cricket first, where Australia wrapped up the Ashes series in style. They defeated England by 5 wickets in the final test in Sydney to win the series 4-1. The visitors added 40 runs to their overnight score and set Australia a target of 160 to win. England were given a brief hope when they were reduced Australia to 121 for 5, but Alex Carey and Cameron Green guided Australia through the remaining 39 runs to secure the win. Travis Head was named player of the match for his 163 in the first innings, while Michelle Stark claimed the Player of the Series award for his 31 wickets. The triumph marked Australia's 4th consecutive Ashes series win at home and extended their hold on the urn, which began in 2018. With this Ashes series, Usman Khawaja has bid farewell to international cricket after a stellar 14-year career. It was a full-circle moment for Usman Khawaja, who made his debut at the same ground in the final test in 2011. That series marked the last time England won an Ashes series in Australia. Khawaja was given a standing ovation as he left the field after being dismissed for 6. Khawaja bows out with 6,629 runs in Test at an average of 42.95 in 88 Test matches. The 39-year-old was born in Pakistan and moved to Sydney when he was 5. He's the first Muslim to play Test cricket for Australia. Over in football now, Manchester United were denied victory in their first game since sacking of head coach Ruben Amorim. Relegation threatened Burnley fought back to claim only their 3rd point in 12 games. United fell behind to an Aidan Heaven's own goal in the 13th minute, and 2 second-half goals from Benjamin Sesko saw the visitors go in front. However, Jadon Anthony levelled midway through the second half. Neither side could find a winning goal in the closing stages. A 3rd successive career Premier League draw saw United slip to 7th place in the standings. Well, with that, we've come to the end of the sports segment. It's back to you, Shivan.
Thank you so much to all my colleagues, Athira, Adya and Nikita, for getting us all those updates. That's a wrap on the WION Newsroom and a wrap on this bulletin. Stay with us. Short break now. News and updates continue on the other side.